Mom, I don't want to play cricket anymore. मुझे नहीं खेलनी cricket. मुझे ना football class join करना है. What do you mean you don't like robotics anymore? Do you know how much these Lego kits and the classes cost? Hello, and welcome to Musings of a Masterly. I'm Meenal Desai, and here I share a medley of my unique experiences, shaped by students, teachers, parents, and life in general. Has your child ever quit an activity? An activity that he was so fond of, an activity for which you went all around the city to find the right tutors and to find the right time, and then you chauffeured him every week like a diligent parent to and forth the classes, and you paid the fees through your nose, all of it so that your child could achieve something. And now, after 6 to 12 months, when he is actually capable of participating in competitions or doing something well in that, he chooses to step back. He says he does not want to continue with it. Have you faced something like this? Are you worried that what if your child turns out to be a quitter? What if he does not persevere? What if he does not stick to his guns? Isn't life all about resilience and grit and determination? Good Lord, and what will happen to those kids and the expenses that we have incurred? Are these the worries that you as a parent have faced? Well, great. Welcome and join the club. All parents have faced this. What is it that makes you worried? Let's examine that. I have at least 3 to 4 sports kits of my son, who is all of 9 years old, lying in my house. He started with skating, moved to football, then to cricket, and has come back to football. Every parent faces this. But isn't that what childhood is? About dabbling in various things, trying yourself out, about taking chances. Isn't that what it should be all about? It is said that the adult today will change at least 3 to 4 careers in his lifetime. Then isn't the child definitely going to change activities? The parent in us is worried. Is it about the social and financial investments you have made? Is it about the fees you've paid, the tutors you've hired? Is it about going through that entire cycle once again that worries you? Or is it about that social standing that you're worried about? In the last party that you went to, you had spoken to all your friends about how good she was at waveboarding and how she was capable of participating at state or national level. Now, how will you go there next time and tell them that that waveboard is now lying in your attic gathering dust? Is that what bites you? The amount of investment you have made, emotional or financial, that has not yielded the results? The script handed down to us by the mass media, by the world in general, which eulogizes this idea of keeping at it, of diligence, of saying that everybody has to keep doing whatever they have chosen. We look up people like, say, A.R. Rahman or Messi, and we wonder, why is our child not as diligent? We take up a few cases and we want that of our child. But for each athlete or each talent that has come out, there are millions who haven't. Are we not okay with accepting that? Are we going to be so adamant that we push our children into anxiety, into feelings of insufficiency, just because we want them to continue with something? It is difficult to see your child jumping from one activity to another. It is difficult to see no continuity. But then, haven't they been doing that since childhood? A toy that they played with when they were young, a few months old, they would play with it for hours together, for months together. And then suddenly, one fine day, they will discard it heartlessly, and you will wonder what happened then. All of us have seen children doing that, haven't we? And when they quit, when they choose to move on, what choice do we have? Do we force them to stick to it and cause harm to our relationship? Do we pass sarcastic comments and make the relationship toxic? Do we disengage completely and tell the child that the relationship we have is based only on his or her continuing with something? Maybe not. Also, don't all our homes have at least one equipment, whether it is a dumbbell or a gym equipment or that ice cream maker or an oven that we bought when we had this sudden urge to be fitter or to become a baker or to become a photographer? Haven't we all invested in a hobby that we could not pursue, that we could not see through? Haven't we all tried a few things that have not become the passion of our life? When we accept that for ourselves as adults, why do we expect our children to continue with something they have picked up forever and ever. Research suggests that till the age of 12, children will dabble and should rather dabble in various things. Only when you sample various activities do you really find out what is it that is of interest to you. Those years are also called the sampling years. So, my question to you then is, how do you deal with the sampling years? How do you deal with your child moving from one activity to another? What is it that you have done? Do share your experiences with me. I would love to know about how you have been dealing with this. That is me, the Master signing off on this and waiting for your comments. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you so much.